I'm Dr. David Beaulieu, and I'm here with more news you can use. And today I want to talk to you about cancer. Not a very pleasant subject, but there's a lot that can be done that isn't being done because there isn't a whole lot of money to be made doing what can support you and help you through this horrible condition. But where we are isn't good. Where we're going is even worse. The latest World Cancer Report from the World Health Organization predicts worldwide cancer rates to rise by 57% in the next 2 decades. You know, right now, you've got 1 in 3. Everybody knows somebody who's got cancer. When I was a boy growing up, we didn't know anybody with cancer. There's always been cancer. There's always been diabetes. There's always been heart disease. There's always been dementia. Never at the levels we are presently experiencing it. We have made a mess. And it's time to start applying some uncommon sense to our behavior so we can start getting ahead of some of these disastrous diseases. We're talking about 1 in 2 here. We're talking about every other person experiencing cancer in their lifetime. And that's just unacceptable. Half of all cancers are preventable, and we know it. There's a connection between sugar and chronic disease. It's strengthened by new research every month. We need to get our sugar addictions under control, and virtually every American citizen over the age of 5 is an addict to sugar in the diet. It's everywhere. And it's there because the big food manufacturers know that we're addicted. And so they keep us addicted. They keep that. It's been said and demonstrated that sugar addiction is as powerful as cocaine addiction. Now, that's pretty scary. I want to talk to you about a fellow by the name of Brian Scott Peskin. And he wrote a book called The Hidden Story of Cancer. And in The Hidden Story of Cancer, he talks about the work of an MD PhD. His name is Otto Warburg, medical doctor and physicist. And back in the late 30s, early 40s, what he learned was cancer doesn't like oxygen. It burns sugar. And once cells start to burn sugar and they get used to it and they do it over and over and over again, they become crazy. They stop acting in concert with the surrounding tissues. And that's a cancer. And that's a real interesting problem. So sugar is a major player here. And I don't care what anybody else tells you. If anyone tells you anything different, they're either uninformed or they're flat out lying to you. The Hidden Story of Cancer was written by an engineer. Now, engineers and physicists aren't like those of us in the medical and scientific community. We do research and say, but we need to do more research. Physicists and engineers do research and they say, you can bank on it. We did the research. I have tremendous respect for that. This young man wrote a book. He's a professor at a Texas medical university. This is a book that everyone in this country, every family should have in its library. Brian Scott Peskin's The Hidden Story of Cancer.